Alright, what does the first hand look like? Yeah, seems great. Turn 1 discard spell, some Faithless Looting. Like, imagine if this was a basic Plains here. This hand would be so much worse, right? What you got over there? What you got? What you got? What you got? I mean, what does a faster hand look like to you, Goldie? Like, do we hit, like, what does a faster hand consist of? So I could just take, I probably just want to, like, take Howling Mine and to take Dictate, right? Like, that's the line here. Like, try and strand them on these resources. Their deck has a hard time going off without their drawing extra cards. I mean, I have another discard spell here, so I think taking... Cast this Faithless Looting. Probably, unless we draw running lands here, probably been Hazoret Souls. Yep. I mean, our 1 CMC spells don't really get us going faster, right? Explore resolves. Two explorers, huh? 2 explorers. Certainly. Pretty easy Young Pyromancer here. It's an okay draw. I want to flash this back. They could have Snapcaster Mage here, so whatever I'm doing. I guess I want to attack first if they have Snapcaster Mage, so I could Helix it inside of combat if they go to block. I think I want to just flash this back. Hey, Griffinson with the big sub. Resub. Thank you very much and welcome back. Remember to let me know on Discord what you want your donation deck for the month to be. What do you think here, chat? This could go a couple different ways. This could definitely go a couple different ways. Flashing the souls back puts 3 power into play. Playing the Pyromancer only puts 2 power into play, but it sets us up to have more for later. They have double time warp in their hand. I think I just want to play the Pyromancer and just like set up to snowball a little bit harder here. Dictate's a really, really good draw for them. Ugh. We might not get another turn here, chat. We might not get another turn. What information am I giving up? What information am I giving up? So I'm gonna tap this land here because I would like to be able to use Magic Online's no possible play yield all. So this trick, by tapping out here, I no longer have to press F6 during every one of my opponent's turns. I always wondered how, every time I've played this taking turn decks, it's been really terrible against everything I play it against, but if you hit 3 Temporal Masteries in a row, I could see it being pretty good. It's probably not bad against a lot of like the Jace and Jeskai control set decks. Like it's probably like Tron-ish against those. Yeah, I don't use that shortcut enough to know the hotkey. If we'd have known they had the Dictate in their hand, I probably would have Collective Brutality on my turn, but I just didn't care about them having 2 Time Warps if they didn't have a Dictate. Why? Because I could play, like, what 3-mana card do I play that they care about? Can you tell me that? What 3-mana card do I play that their deck could possibly care about? I get that you're, like, working a technically correct angle here, but I don't even see what a technically correct edge there is to have. Double Dictate makes it really hard for them to prick. I'm gonna run back the get a tapped land auto pass here. It's the real plus EV play. Have a timeout for continuing to arguing your point without articulating yourself. If there was something to learn there, I'd be willing to learn it, but you just keep saying the same thing over and over again, so come back in 10 minutes with some more thought. We can push the land they animate, sure. But, like, they're just gonna kill us some other way? When they're comboing, they have more than one way to kill you. Yeah, we'll just die to Snapcaster Mages. I think we're at the concede for life EV point. They have 9 cards in their hand, so, like, they're pretty unlikely to brick at this point. Alright, so I think Molten Rain's actually fine here. It destroys any lands, even their basics, just like keep them off of stuff. Wear Tear is great, obviously. Kambal is excellent. I don't think Shattering Spree is good enough. All this removal is pretty rancid, right? Which probably makes Shattering Spree good enough, because a lot of these other cards don't do anything. I think that's what we're doing with our lives. They might have Jace. I don't think that makes Dreadbore worth it. Where are our boils? Asking the important question. Maybe this Pithing Needle is good enough for Jace because it's proactive. I'd buy that for $1. Relic to shut off Snap. Maybe? That like these helixes are pretty bad, right? Freaking Needle for the lands. I think I'd rather Needle Jace. They probably have Jace. Yeah, Campbell's very good here. Campbell is quite excellent. That is one of the upsides to not playing Bedlam Reveler in this deck, is we do get to play cards like Relic of Progenitus. I'm glad I have this Wear Tear. It's a good start. This. Bolts aren't very good. It's been a tough afternoon so far, chat. It's been a tough afternoon. Yeah, Boyle's really fun. The problem is, a lot of the Scape Shift decks only play like 1 to 2 omens at most. Oh, God bless. We hit that at least. Yeah, correct. That's fantastic for us. Let's just start by attacking with this. No white source yet, kind of sucks, but... Yeah, we're not playing Bedlam Reveler, Klutz. cast my own Time Walk here. Looking for a white source for this wear chair. We can start sending stuff upstairs. No exhaustion, that's good for us. Hey, here's a piece of candy. Maybe. No, not Jace the Mind Sculptor. How will we ever survive the opponent sculpting our minds? Chat, they're sculpting our minds! Oh wait, they're dead. They're actually just dead, right? We're gonna end step wear tear this, and then this is +5. Never mind. JK, nice sculpting. Nice sculpting. Dear WotC, Jace oppressive, please ban. Please ban Jace WotC, too oppressive. This is 6, 7, this is 6, 7, 8, so the bolt's lethal, so I can Inquisition to get some information on the way out the door here. Dictates and stuff. Bolt you. Choose not to redirect. Alright, minds have been sculpted, chat. Or not, you know, depending on who you ask. Could go either way there. Thanks everyone for hanging out here today. Hope everyone's TGIF. Hope everyone is having a great Friday. My name is Jeff Hoagland. We stream Magic on this channel every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday afternoons at a minimum. If you're enjoying what you see and you're new, make sure you hit that follow button. Doesn't cost you anything, helps other people find my stuff. The old one land into no land, and I mean, this hand's very good. This hand is very reasonable. I think I'm gonna bottom this looking for a discard spell. I already have a turn 3 play, so I think I'd rather try and find something to do on turn 1 or turn 2. Like I'm not really looking to cast this Faithless Looting on one because I don't have any cards I actively want to put in my discard pile just yet. So I'd like to, like that. That's quite excellent. Good quality turn 2 play. Going on, Inksy, Gank. Everyone hanging out today. I think this card's great. I don't know. The other Mardu decks like moved away from playing this card. I think he's got a lot of really sweet applications in this deck. So I was glad to see some Kambal in with the rest of what we have going on here. Some chicken noodle soup for the soul. Soup for the soul right there. All right. So we got a pretty good curve here. We have to go Kambal next turn into looting souls. Just like put a ton of pressure on the table. I'm going to go ahead and attack with Pyromancer first here, because if they want to flash in a Snapcaster Mage and block, that's great, because then we stick Kambal. Legacy F&M, nice. Kambal resolves, you say? He resolves? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. When he's good, he's fantastic. That's the truth. Exhaustion, that's rude, opponent. Feels like a card that was printed in Conspiracy, right? Alright, now we're just gonna cast this Faithless Looting here in the event that we get another turn, right? Have these 2 Lingering Souls here. Alright, you got 7 spells, opponent. Use them wisely. 7 spells. We very cleverly put our one of sideboard card in the top of our deck this match. You know, it's the key to Modern. Draw your sideboard cards. Which, actually, I think one of the reasons why this Mardu deck is so good is because Faithless Looting is one of the most powerful card selection cards in this format. So, while we were a little fortunate to hit our one of Kambal, in a lot of ways, I think, what's the word I'm searching for here? I think this deck's so good in the format because it finds its sideboard cards so regularly and so consistently. Well, that's a handful of Magic cards. That's really unfortunate for us. So they're going to end step, cryptic, bounce my thing. Man, why aren't you Thoughtseize? Why aren't you Thoughtseize? Why aren't you Thoughtseize? Well, okay, so the problem with Brutality is that they get to bounce the Kambal in response, and then I can't replay it. So, like, had the Inquisition been Thoughtseize, they can't just bounce in response, because then I'd replay it. The heads didn't want to give me big bits today. Well, I appreciate the little bit, Spellweaver. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I can do +5 here. So again, the problem isn't that I can't take a card out of their hand. The problem is that I can't replay the Kambal. So like if I play another discard spell now, they're gonna bounce the Kambal in response, which then I can't replay the Kambal because I don't have enough 3 untapped mana anymore. And we're pretty likely to not get another turn with them having 3 take extra turns in their hand plus a Dictate in play. So I guess I just cast Collective Brutality. Yeah, they're just gonna like counterbounce me. I mean, them going counterbounce is good for us for what it's worth, so I'm gonna escalate this. So at the very least, they're gonna bounce Kambal in response to this. Likely they'll counter this plus bounce Kambal. Yeah, so they're gonna counterbounce here. And then I have this bolt, but again, like, it's not really gonna accomplish anything. So we're just gonna start. I'm just gonna bolt them and then get my auto pass in here. It wasn't pretty, Burgle. We might have given up after the 3rd match. We probably gave up after the 3rd match. It wasn't a good scene. The Awakened Land's a 6/6. And again, like, they're just gonna kill us with something else at that point. Just gonna go ahead and give them the W there. Man, it's been a rough afternoon so far, chat. And it's been a rough afternoon. No, we've not played the polymorph deck yet. Hopefully, probably gonna get to that today at the rate these are going, though. We are burning through them quickly. I always have mixed feelings when we scrub with the donation deck, 'cause it's like, well, I got through a donation deck in the queue faster, but I also lost money while doing it. We've not played the Jace deck yet. I was going to do that yesterday, but I ended up having to end early because of the kids. The polymorph deck will save. I mean, so far the polymorph deck is 4-1, so you know, big hopes for that one. Big hopes for the polymorph deck. I'm gonna keep this. It's got looting, lingering souls. If we draw more lands, we'll just bin lands instead of binning lingering souls. Dark Slick Shore's Thoughtseize could be Lantern Control, could be something else. Making less money is kind of like losing money, right? They're similar, right? No, I'm gonna send the polymorph deck into the big boy league. I'm gonna strap its big kid pants on and send it into play in the deep end of the pool. Ready for some Jace Mind sculpting? Thank you for the bit, Zach. All right, the Flooded Strand gives me hope that this is just a blue-black control deck. Do I terminate this in response? I feel like I just terminate this in response. Is this a feature or a bug? Put some souls into play here. Their deck probably is gonna have a real hard time beating this Hazoret, right? Start by attacking with these, see what they do. Hazoret can't attack anyways, even if he resolves here, right? I think I want to wait on the Pyromancer because I can go Pyromancer into Flashback Souls next turn and get a guaranteed token out of it. This could eat a Mana Leak or something. Whoa, that resolved. What are the odds they have a way to get... They've Dismember, maybe? Let's go non-Destiny. Yeah, getting it into Cryptic's a pretty big deal. So I think I like getting it into Cryptic to potentially... Marty Punker with the $25 donation. I want to see the bits go boosh. Thank you very much for the tip, Marty. I appreciate that. Cryptic, bounce, and cry on the inside. Yeah, that's probably their out, right? Ooh, that's pretty good. Pretty good. So I'm going to go Dr. Peasy, activate Hazoret, discard this land. Smash you for 7. Maybe I was stealing Burgle's chat. Okay. My C's have been spread, opponent. Oh no, chat! They're sculpting my mind! Oh no! How can we ever win the game? Wizards of the Coast! Please ban Jace the Mind Sculptor, he's too strong! They're sculpting my mind! Oh wait, they conceded. It's cool. It's cool. Whatevs. We got there. We got there. Open do with that brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support my content here. Just play Jace. Why do people even play this Jace card? They just concede after they cast it. I don't understand. I don't understand, chat. What's the appeal? What's the appeal? I read and thank you to your viewers. Here's some bits to cover like 0.001% of the babysitting cost. Thank you very much for the bits, Punkon. I do appreciate that. Didn't even let Dog Mom punch. Dog Mom? Is that what we call Hazoret? That's fantastic. Dog Mom? We're definitely going to refer to her as Dog Mom from now on. When they said Jace would end games being spot on. Dreadbore is almost certainly better than Terminate, right? They've got Mind Sculptors in their deck. Do I want anything else? These relics are probably fine. It's the year of the doggo. Sometimes they get to see 3 new cards before they concede. Do I even want this Pithing Needle for the Jace? I almost feel like I just don't give a shit. Like, is that realistic? I just don't care. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna board out some of the removal and board in these things. I mean, Jace is a reasonable Magic card. He's just not the game-ending obnoxious threat that like people were making him out to be. People were like comparing Jace's power level in Modern to the power level he had in his Standard format, and it's just the context of this, this format is just so much different. I like taking my looting there. Seems pretty good. My deck definitely was, my draw is definitely kind of leaning on that looting to find us some more land drops. Like I have Lingering Souls to bin to it too, so I like that take from the opponent. That's unfortunate. Maybe I should have let on the mountain to play around spreading seas. They showed us seas last game. They did show us seas last game, so I could have potentially played around that a little bit. Yeah, and that's why, like, power level for everything is contextual. It's always been the case. It's like when people ask you for what do you think is going to be good during spoiler season, it's like, I don't know is generally the correct answer because we don't know what the entire format's going to look like until we have the entire spoiler. So, like, all these things are very contextual. Yeah, but I mean, like, Jace isn't even really that scary in Legacy, right? Like, he's just playable there. Ugh. I think I'm just gonna bolt this. Because I think they're planning to Thoughtseize Hazoret here, but when they see I have 2 Hazorets, they might not Thoughtseize Hazoret, and they might take the bolt that's my castable. Yep. I mean, it was going to my graveyard regardless, Burgle, so that's not a point. Man, if Faithless Looting would have been real nice. People complain about me on Reddit all the time. Yeah, you usually don't have to look very far to find people complaining about me on Reddit. I'm sure the Venn diagram of, like, people I've banned and people that use Reddit, like, there's a big overlap in that Venn diagram. So, like, people think they're entitled to get to chat everywhere because of free speech or something, but I don't know how I feel about this. I feel kind of violated. People you've banned plus people HR is basically a circle. Alright, we're done here. I'm gonna try to draw some lands to the next one. I'm throwing money at you because the dog mom thing made me happy. I wish I could take credit for that, but that's definitely someone in chat. Dog mom is such a great name for this, though. Yep, yeah, I agree, Cab. They think they can say whatever they want and have no consequences for it. It's like, nope, that's not how that works. It's tech for the polymorph mirror match. Sorry about that. We are. Yeah, seems pretty good, right? It's a hand where I don't really want to cast Faithless Looting on one, but I think it's fine. This Arid Mesa and pass. For those of you that didn't see my post on my blog this afternoon, one of the things I'm going to be looking into in the near future is finding a sitter to come hang out with the kids during this often loud window between where Declan wants to be done with his nap and Christy's still not home from work yet. Because I know, while my children are adorable, they are definitely loud. Okay, it's going. Do I want to hold this bolt? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to send this up. I might want to discard this to this Faithless Looting down the line. Alright, I'm just going to fetch a swamp here and Blood Moon them and hope to steal this. We didn't fetch a white source because I was casting Blood Moon. Tilt. Alright, and then hopefully it's just impossible for them to take this Hazoret off the table. He just goes the distance. I wonder if they know they could have Spreading Siege themselves. Hey, Cheeks Like Hua with that brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate that. As always, subs are the best way you could support my content here. Yeah, I mean, I use the block function pretty consistently, Earthbound. Now, Jeff circa, let's say, Jeff circa 2015. Jeff circa 2015 was not terribly bright. He interacted with and engaged with a lot of people that are idiots on the internet. Jeff circa 2018, he uses the block functions very liberally, and his life is much better because he just doesn't have to interact with people that are just like foaming at the mouth idiots. Inside voice. I know SpongeBob is exciting, but inside voice. I'm gonna hold this land to discard for 2 damage, I think. Could like to turn this into a shock. SpongeBob is exciting. I'd like everyone out there to question their life decisions. You could be watching SpongeBob, but instead you're here watching me. I want a Declan and Jeff SpongeBob reaction stream. Alright, sweet. Finally on the scoreboard. On the scoreboard. That moment when you realize you could be watching SpongeBob. It's like that light bulb moment. I'm watching, there's the real power play from Angsty. Two video streams going at once. Someone came to the other stream to whine. They probably just got banned here. They're like tucked their tail between their legs, like Hogland banned me. He's so mean. He's so mean. All right, we're on the draw here. I think we just want to look for Faithless Looting in land, so let's bottom that. Just never not moto bugged. Bottom card, instantly draw a card. What is this? This is got a brewski here. Is this eggs? Smells like eggs, right? There's some rotten eggs over there? Smells like some rotten eggs, chat. Grab the Godless Shrine here. Want to buy Arena Key and got permanently banned. This is an Ironworks, right? Yeah, are we dead? Am I dead, opponent? Alright, I think we might be dead. I'm gonna run and change a diaper. Hopefully when I come back, we'll either have a turn or be dead. You need your pants? Hi, Chad. Does anyone know if we're deterministically dead yet? That's the tough part about eggs, right? We never know when we're deterministically dead. You're like, what are we feeling here? Decklist doesn't have a win con. It could be a while. What's going on, Jub? What's up, kid? Oh, we're playing downstairs for a little while, okay? This is the old 5-mana Ichor Wellspring. Mirror Retriever, yep. Is this infinite? Are we they go infinite at some point, right? This is infinite, right? Because the Scrap Trawler can bring back Mirror Retriever, then Mirror Retriever can bring back Scrap Trawler. This is infinite? Okay. Yeah. My opponent said in chat, in case you're streaming, sorry, stream. We should bring in Pithing Needle to name Ironworks, right? We should bring in Pithing Needle to name Crackline Ironworks. He thinks we should do that. Well, you're wrong. You shouldn't, because it doesn't work. I want Molten Rain's here. My favorite is when, like, your opponent calls the judge and they're like, Judge, can I Pithing Needle Lion's Eye Diamond? And the judge is just like, yes, you can. It's like, God bless. Peace Project Swamp, have a good evening. Yeah, Kambal's very good here. Kambal's very good. He's very good against all these random spell-based decks, right? And Burn, too. My favorite was, does anyone remember playing during RTR Standard and people would Pithing Needle Underworld Connections? You'd just be like, yes. Yes, you do. Underworld Connections is the card you've named. I'll tap my Swamp to draw a card now. I remember playing a Legacy match one time, and I Pithing Needle Lion's Eye Diamond, and my afterwards, my buddy's like, you know that doesn't work, right? I was like, yeah, but my only out was them not knowing that it didn't work, and it's just like, oh, okay. You gotta play to your out sometimes. Kiki Chord's still good. Yeah, the Bant Chord deck's been a lot of fun. With a couple of Jace in it. I like that deck a lot. It's in the donation queue again, I think. I don't think we're going to get to it today, but we'll probably play it again over the weekend. There's a couple of videos with it on YouTube. I think the deck's quite excellent. It's one of the decks I'm considering playing in Milwaukee in April. Correct, yeah, you name whatever land the Underworld Connections was on, because Underworld Connections adds the activated ability to the card that you attach it to. I haven't been playing Standard at all. Just like, there's so many sweet things to do in Modern right now, it's kind of hard for me to justify picking up Standard. Am I disconnected? Is that why this is... Nope, apparently not. Opponent just didn't sideboard or had to walk away. And so close if just like one of these 5 over here was a land randomly or a Faithless Looting. Alright, I've got Faithless Looting Souls. I guess we're keeping... It's Earthbound with the real truths. It's hard to cast play Standard when I can cast Jace and all the other formats. Oh yeah, I forgot about that article, Cruz again. Magic the Savaging, that one's great. You should note that I think two of the examples in there are against the rules, and someone mentioned them in the comments, but a lot of that Magic the Savaging is legal. So, Jub... A lot of the decks I play these days are pretty much just the donation decklist queue. When we get closer to Cincy and we get closer to Milwaukee, like that week before, the couple days before, I'll probably just be playing the deck that I'm playing at that event. But by and large, we pretty much just play what people send us to play. The donation queue is deep and demands tribute. Yeah, our opponent must have had to go AFK for a second here because they timed out of sideboarding, and it's just counting down here. These kids are birth control for my ears. Yeah, Milwaukee is the first weekend in April or second weekend. It's like April 7th. It's like April 7th, I think. Sorry about that. Opponent is back and is kept. I think I have to bottom that. Though, like, there might be merit to like keeping that to like bin double Lingering Souls here, but it seems pretty greedy to do that. Perfect. So I'm gonna ditch this. I think I'm just gonna ditch the bolt for now too. Yeah, I think it would be greedy then. We hit running lands here because I'm a goddamn professional. We didn't bring in Blood Moon, so I think I'm just gonna fetch a Godless Shrine here. A Sacred Foundry, doesn't really matter. Flashback Lingering Souls. Would make an effective teenage pregnancy tour. Just like, I don't know if people realize how loud children are. And like that ba just now, like that was a happy ba. Like sometimes there's very angry ba and very angry screams, but like that was just like, he was just happy, so he decided to be loud, you know? That's just how kids are. Stone Rain you. They have counterspells in their deck? Remand, gross. Collective Brutality? Okay, that makes sense. Our team's fighting against us. I guess we're just gonna, like, shatter this Mind Stone, make them discard a card next. I guess they might take the K-Command over the Molten Rain. Nope. K-Command and Molten Rain seem very similar there, so I'm kind of surprised that they... You discard, destroy this. Oh, okay. Okay, then. I guess I should have. Yep. All right. Big angry Mama Emrakul in the house. I am, therefore I am loud. Basically. Yeah, so someone was asking why Dark Confidant is called Bob. Once upon a time, Magic the Gathering had an invitational tournament, and winning that tournament meant you got to design a card and then have your likeness on that card. So Dark Confidant is a leftover of that tournament. Bob Maher won that tournament and then helped design that card. Hey, be nice. That's unfortunate for us. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, Snapcaster Mage was also an invitational card. I'm just flashing back looting here. Shatter this actually. Like try and keep them off their mana here. Avalanche Riders is Darwin Castle. Am I dead? Hey, it smells like I might need it. Eggs is so great. I get free diaper changing time, and y'all get to watch Magic still. So watch my opponent vigorously masturbate. I'll be right back. Lie to me. Holy crap, we got a turn, chat. Lordy, we got a turn. Alright, we'll start by flashing this back, huh? Look for like Thoughtseize or an Inquisition. Perfect. What you got over there, friendo? What you got? Land? It's so good for us, chat. Okay, well, they're gonna have to have it next turn, right? Because Cat Mom is here, and she is very hangry. I guess, this is actually interesting. If maybe I was supposed to keep the Bolt there and hope they had a blank because my opponent would be dead this turn if I had bolted them last turn. I didn't actually sit there I didn't actually sit there and count. Cat Mom is Oketra. We've made a horrible mistake. They never taught me my animals. I never learned my animals as a child. Oh no, am I dead? Yeah, I think it was a mistake to have... I think it was a mistake to have Thoughtseize my opponent last turn, and I should have looked at the clock and identified that I was supposed to bolt them to take a turn off the clock. Yeah, I should have just bolted. I agree. I actually didn't think about it at the time, but when I was attacking and putting them to 2, I was like, oh, I probably should have tried to kill them. So the opponent's gonna get to draw a bunch of cards with Ichor Wellsprings plus Scrap Trawler triggers, and they're gonna get to generate a large amount of mana here, which means that my opponent will eventually generate enough mana to cast their Emrakul, which is unfortunate. Playing out both relics is probably where he left. I mean, I don't know that I'm supposed to play around engineered explosives. I don't know if I'm supposed to play around engineered explosives. I don't think that's a point. I think I look back on that turn where I played both relics out, and I can look back and go, nah, that was fine, because like activating 2 relics a turn is reasonable. I think playing around engineered explosives doesn't make sense. I think the Thoughtseize versus Lightning Bolt is very reasonable, like looking back on it and going, oh, if I look at the clock like that, that's gonna be fine. No, they'll get to just cast the Emrakul. They'll get to just cast the Emrakul. So they get to take an extra. Doesn't have haste, but they get to untap and take an extra turn. So, yeah, definitely could have had a better line to not give my opponent the extra turn to potentially win there. The good news is, if we just continue getting dumpstered, we'll get to move on and play more decks in the donation queue. Super haste, yep. What's it's rocket powered turbo slug? Is that the silver bordered card that has super haste? I think that's what it's called, rocket powered. Yeah, look at that. Super haste. Super haste. Get some rocket powered turbo slug. You may attack the turn before you play this. You may put this card in your play from your hand, tapped and attacking during your declare attacker step. If you do, you lose the game at the end of your next turn unless you pay this card's mana cost during that turn. The rocket powered turbo slug. Toot toot. Alright, found a match too. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, super haste. This is a donation deck list. It has reminder text within the... Yeah, right? I played casual Magic for a very long time. We played a lot of silver bordered cards as a child. I thought this card was banned, chat. Didn't they? I thought they banned Attune with the Aether. Is Magic Online bugged? I thought Attune with the Aether was banned. I don't understand, chat. Should I file for comp? Should I file for comp? I thought that card wasn't legal. We're getting marveled. Yep. Yes, we are. We are getting... I thought this card was banned too. Magic Online is clearly bugged. Can the software do nothing right? Clearly a mistake. Mono, I wonder if there's a Smuggler's Copter in their deck. What do we think the odds are in that one? Do you think they have Smuggler's Copter? a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one, if I do say so myself. Take that one away. Do this. Pass the turn. Felidar Saheeli combo. Do I want to terminate this? Probably don't mind terminating this, just using my mana, right? That way, if they miss on their first Marvel spin, I can Kolaghan's command it and shatter it. Mono band. Alright, so they have Harness Lightning and nothing. I guess I'll just take their Harness Lightning. They're gonna cash it in for 3 energy here. Okay, so opponent punted. So opponent should have targeted their own bird with Harness Lightning there, and then just netted the 3 energy off of it. Oh, I can't even imagine having a life as sad as that person's. Todd's a great person, by the way. Probably a much better person than the whiny little bitch that we just banned there. You can multi-twitch and watch Todd and me at the same time. It's a reasonable suggestion. Multi-twitch. You can always spot a. That's modern is some kind of format, yep. If you wore a tie, I'd only watch you. That sounds like way too much work. One of the upsides to streaming is I don't have to dress like an adult. Alright, so crack them in there. There might be merit to just draining them with this. I'm gonna use both modes on this. I'm gonna drain and discard, because they could have a Through the Breach in their hand, just like waiting on an Emrakul. Alright, they don't have a Through the Breach, but they're waiting for one. Yep. It feels like a premature concession, although I guess they can't sweep my entire board. Have the old anti, this is what Aetherworks Marvel was missing in Standard. Needed more Pithing Needle in our lives. Are any of these other cards in my deck? I feel like I don't. These Wear Tear is good enough. I feel like I want them to have a spin. Helix probably isn't good enough, although I guess Helix doubles as reach, which is nice. 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other here. Yeah, in general, Burgle, that's just a good general rule of thumb. Unless the swearing is directed at someone, I don't really mind the strong language. Don't really mind strong language. Like most people. Hey, Infinite 3 with the Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Maybe Dreadbore, maybe. This hand's terrible, right? I just can't keep this. Surgical the Etudes. What's going on the family-friendly website known as YouTube? Look, YouTube, when they demonetize my videos, I dispute it, and they always remonetize me. So the swearing is not the reason it gets. One cultural difference that I find weird is that, like, people find the word cunt really offensive, but, like, we call people dicks all the time. So, like those feel like they should be the same level. If we're gonna be offended by one, we should be offended by both, right? Like, how do I beat this whirler, Virtuoso, chat? Oh no! Oh no! The old bag of dicks, yep. I'd actually rather take the attune here, right? I'd rather take the attune. Do you want Go Toys? Sorry, the YouTube video started playing something that wasn't Power Ranger toys, so we're upset. You want Paw Patrol toys or Go Toys? Paw Patrol toys, got it. It's so strange to me. Declan's new thing right now, and actually both the kids, they like watching videos of other kids playing with toys. It's the blue-red lingering souls. He's not even watching Paw Patrol. He's watching someone play with toys that are Paw Patrol toys. That's fair. That's fair. I feel like that's what I do, right? Like, people watch me play with toys. Monetize it. Oh, jeez! The fetch land gives them an energy!
I pooped. I pooped.
You pooped?
I was about to take those.
You lied to me, you didn't poop. These are Paw Patrol toys. That's what you asked for, child. Alright, I think I'm just doing this and then casting this Faithless Looting. I think I actually want to spin these here. They probably don't have anything I want to discard that Inquisition could take at this point. Like, we basically just want to take, like, Marvels and Through the Breaches and Emrakul's. So they're probably not killing this, and they're probably... Oh, they're actually going to kill it? Do they have a way to make energy then? That's weird. Okay. I'd have thought for sure they would want to spin the wheel. Well, my cards are legal there, so... Alright, so I'm gonna crack this and just jam Hazoret down their throat. Going on, Sheik? Howdy, howdy. They have another Marvel in their hand, Burgle. They have a second Marvel in their hand that we're aware of. Oh, this attack gives them an energy, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna hope they miss again. Just gonna hope they miss again. This is what standard could have looked like. This is what standard could have looked like. I'm giving you a glimpse. Hazoret versus Aetherworks Marvel. This is no ban list standard. No ban list standard. Does anyone the actual fuck? This isn't even the modern legal Nico Bolas. This is like actual factual standard legal Nico Bolas. Actual factual standard legal Nico Bolas. Hats off to you, opponent. Hats off to you. That has to be worse than just playing big creatures, right? Because like they have Through the Breach too. All right, I mean this is a hand. This is a hand. I have nothing. Me too. Nothing but respect. I just take the. They added blood. They have Bloodbraid Elf. They have so many cards that used to be banned. We need different one. All right. This one. Okay. I got you, fam. What's the opponent's record? Unsure. Magic Online bot has not. MTG bot's not been good about knowing their record recently. I would have taken Baloth there. They actually have a bunch of cards. We know all three of their cards still, right? Just gonna terminate their bird here, choke their mana a little bit, hopefully pressure them out of the game. Hey, man, Goody, with that brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. As always, subs are the best way you can support what I do here. Thank you to everyone that's hanging out here today. TGIF. Hope everyone's having a great start to your weekend. We're hanging out playing some Modern. Remember, Friday's my long stream day, so we're gonna be going from now until probably 8, 9, 10 o'clock tonight. Maybe a little bit later than that. We'll see. We'll see how the leagues are going. We've got some sweet ones locked in. We're going to try a Bant Nightfall deck after this, featuring 4 copies of Jace. We're going to play some more blue-green Polymorph later tonight. Lightning Bolt's pretty decent. I think I'm going to shock this in and then flashback this Faithless Looting, see what we find. I want to like leave myself the option to play the Lightning Bolt this turn if possible. I believe I know all of the cards in their hand. I believe they have Aether Hub, Baloth, Marvel here. So this puts them to 16. The Bolt puts them to 13 and we kill them in 2 potentially. But they're going to need to spin. They can play Marvel this turn and then spin it the following turn. Oh, do they not have another land? No, they just auto pass. Yeah, they have the Aether Hub. Good. Okay, just playing the Baloth. That makes sense. Makes sense. Kinda sad I terminated the bird. It's probably loose. Maybe I could hold this bolt too. I think we're gonna die, chat. I think we're gonna die. Yep. I think this might be the end of the road for Marduki. Oh no! Hey, Mr. Ferger, with that brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much. Thanks in your Amazon Fun Money this way this month. I do appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you marvel into BBE, you get to Cascade still, right? So I'm gonna kill plus drain here because I know all of the cards in their hand. Alright, so this puts them to 12. I get to hit them for 3 on this elemental attack here. They get to play another Baloth this turn if they want. I like just cracking the Wood Weevil Puzzle Knot on their part. That means they can activate Marvel next turn. They have 2 Marvels in hand, so I can't even really make headway with the Thoughtseize. We're gonna Thoughtseize them mostly for the token though. So they're gonna stay at 9 here, because they're gonna take 3, gain 3. Yeah, I agree, extras. I think the turn they played the first Baloth, they should have cracked the Puzzle Knot. Just like get the Marvel down and start spinning the wheel. We drew a Thoughtseize for their Baloth. Alright, hopefully they miss on the first spin, and then we hit a K command. And let's take it off the table and maybe beat through. I don't have a Faithless Looting in my bin. That's a Lightning Bolt. You have a Black Splash. That's interesting. They have 1 card and it's opposite and Baloth. Ding. Alright, K command. Give me a K command. K command, K command. I know we needed a K command. And we didn't get there, Declan. It's very disturbing. The Black Splash for Scarab God. I feel like it was a mistake for them to crack that fetch there. I feel like they're probably supposed to crack the fetch and then Marvel in response to it, since they put 5 non-Emrakul cards in the bottom of their deck. This guy sounds like my opponent when I top deck what I need. All right. It was not a good day for Marduki, chat. It was not a good day for Marduki. I feel like this was just a worse version of the like Jerry T or typical Mardu Pyromancer build that's been successful. Like Hazoret's nice for some aggressive stances, but honestly I think if you wanted to play Hazoret in Mardu, you probably shouldn't give up Bedlam Reveler to do so. Like Bedlam Reveler is one of the really powerful angles of attack that this deck has. And yeah, it kind of sucks when like they rest in peace you and lock you out of that Bedlam Reveler, but I think the card's just so powerful. When do we Jund Steam Plugger Boss with the 100 bits? I'll put that towards Jund. I think we're gonna Jund tonight when Maddie gets here. We're gonna Jund tonight when Maddie gets here. Yeah, I agree, actually. I think in addition to the traditional shell, 1 to 2 Hazoret might be fine, but not... Yeah. Yeah, that seems fine, Yarrow.